Hello everybody, I'm JLZilla, and first of all I'd like to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy whatever you're celebrating. You know, Christmas is actually one of my favorite holidays of the year. You know, delicious food, nice traditions, Christmas carols, and of course, presents. And speaking of presents, one of my friends called Danka, this guy right here, started to give me a very peculiar present indeed. And the thing he bought me is a stylophone. You know, I've seen multiple videos of people like reviewing this thing and using this thing, and many people have said that it's the worst synthesizer in the world. Well, I'm gonna take that fact with a grain of salt and put this guy into the test. My first thought when I unboxed this thing was like, holy crap, it's small as f***. Like, I thought that it was at least a bit bigger, but no, it's very compact. I could actually fit this in my pocket if I had pants that had pockets this big.
And alongside that, another cool thing about the Stylophone is its history. So, the Stylophone was invented in the year 1967 by a guy named Brian Jarvis and began production the following year by a German manufacturer called Tubreg. It had a pretty good run, selling around 3 million units, although mostly as children's toys. Cause you know, this thing really isn't much use for professional musicians.
Probably because the only sound it can produce is this. Yeah, and that's it.
Yeah, it sounds like a toy and looks like a toy, but it still got used by many famous artists, most notable being David Bowie and Kraftwerk.
Gotta say, the built-in speaker is quite nice and actually gets quite loud. It ain't great, but you know, it does the job.
So my Stylophone is one of the later models that started production in 2007, featuring a volume knob and a sound selector, which I really wouldn't call a sound selector.
I would just call this guy an octave slider because in reality it only makes the tone higher or lower. And doesn't change it at any way.
It also has a switch that enables vibrato,
which kinda reminds me of those electric organs from the 70s.
The manual is actually really nice. I love its style, especially the history page, plus it even has some songs for you to practice.
It's like those fake guitar tutorials on TikTok. Also, yeah, Happy Birthday seems easy, Jingle Bells seems easy as well, but House of the Rising Sun, Jesus Christ. Well, now I pretty much know the history of this thing and everything it can do. So, let's create some music with it. And it's probably going to be very easy because this unit here has an audio out jack, which means I can actually plug it into my interface and record it directly into my DAW.
Okay, now I'm all set for making some music with the Stylophone. I've got it hooked up to my DAW, and as you can see, you can hear the direct line level signal. Yeah. I'm gonna have a little brainstorm here, just play around. I'm gonna do that for like an hour before I can actually come up with something good. So yeah, I still don't know how it's gonna sound, but I'm gonna play the result to you right now.
The worst thing in the world. It will make your head go bad. It will make your parents go mad. A stylophone is really, really weird indeed. So that about wraps it up for the Stylophone review. Yeah. This was my first video on the JLZ channel, so if you enjoyed it, please consider subscribing, liking and commenting on the video. It would help me a bunch, and I really want to start this channel properly. And if you want to go listen to the Stylophone tune once again, I've posted it on my SoundCloud, the link is gonna be in the description below. And you should really follow the SoundCloud page too, because I will be posting every single song and track I make in my videos there, so you can like have a second listen and just listen to them, clean versions and such. So yeah, that about wraps it up. Merry Christmas everybody. JLZ out. Oh, and one more thing before I go. If you happen to be a lucky owner of a Stylophone, it is almost required by law to play this thing at least once.
Let's go!